Admirals, the best broker ever. And as every morning, Monday to Friday, right before the market or the markets will open, we want to talk about our trading ideas, trades, and something else what is regarding to trading. So I hope you had a great night and a lovely start. We have here in Bavaria, in Lower Bavaria, Germany, really cold but very sunny and lovely day. It's really good for the mood if you can see the sun after almost 6 months of darkness and fog and snow and terrible weather. So really happy that we have back the sun. Okay, so we stream this show on YouTube at the same time. You will find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe the channel so you will never miss an episode of this show or from Paul and Jens, my continuous partners here on Admirals. And of course, you can give us a like if you want. You can leave a comment below or in the live chat. I can see Masia, good morning. Yanis, good morning. Vladimir, also good morning on YouTube. And of course, all the other here on Zoom. So let me see who is with me this morning. Let me share my screen first. So here we go. Where is my lovely family, trading family this morning? So, good morning, Dell. This is nice. So, Mike, good morning. Rainer, good morning. Ian, Kurt, Johan, Cheseng, good morning. Arturo, good morning. Mihai, Ian, Magdalena, wonderful, good morning. Radko also, and Hartmut, good morning. So what's the top news this morning? From yesterday, Maersk lifts dividend and sees strong first half. Maersk is the I guess the biggest ship deliverer, ship company of this planet Earth. And then GlaxoSmithKline have a net profit grew on higher sales in the fourth quarter. And other from yesterday. So Nicodemus, wonderful, good morning. Imirene, good morning also. Okay, so what's the upcoming events for today? This is, by the way, admiralmarkets.com/analytics. This is the free content site. If you have a real account on the Admirals, then you have a deeper insight with the premium analytics, by the way. Here's the login button if you have a real account. So today we expect CPI, US data, 1:30 London time, then the weekly report sales and the gas storage report. And of course, National Bank of Mexico will come out with a monetary policy, previous 5.5. You cannot compare it with all the others, 0.25, 0.0, something like this. And Mexico, yes, 5.5. Let's see what they are doing. Okay. So let's see. I want to invite you. We have tomorrow a lovely webinar. And tomorrow, February the 11th, it's how flipping coins can bring you an edge in trading. That's really interesting. I don't know. I guess this is Jens is talking about this. I'm quite sure. So how flipping coins can bring you an edge in trading. That could be really interesting. So then I want to invite you, if you want to be well informed, then you should join this Telegram channel of Admirals. You will find the link in chat, in Zoom, and of course here on YouTube also. German Blando, good morning, on YouTube. So you see a lot of interesting, really interesting content here. So you should join this too. And if you're more a fan of Admirals on Twitter, then of course you have Admirals Global. You can follow the guys there. And my name on Twitter is Daytrader70. So let's go to the charts. So the DAX trade is still running in 10 minutes. That's awesome. If you trade with the trend and if you work with a smart soft stop, as you can see, then even you had some breaks, and if you work with a soft stop, you see what can happen. And you know, we have losses. But now this is what I want to teach you, and I want to try to teach you. Yeah. If you work in that way, if you don't interpret and if you don't analyze, just writing the trend, you can make so much more money. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the way how we can change our trading and how we can change the world. Because if you make money in that way, you can support other people around the world. And this is the challenge what we have to do with Admirals. Yeah, and you can see even we have, even we had here just 72, 83, 43 pips last look, 200, almost 300 pips in profit right now. Yeah, and we're completely safe. And this is really awesome. So this night we have a trend break here again. Yeah, but the downtrend, we're not continuing to the lower side. And now we have a kind of bit of new uptrend again, which is really interesting because I mentioned it yesterday and the day before. Yeah, we will reach the previous point of control, which is up here. I drew this rectangle here. You see, we reached it yesterday. And now the point of control switched again to the upper side, 15,482 euros by one future contract. So, which means we have a lot of space to go up, also go down, of course. So, but I don't care. I just write the trend. And you see, this is the way. It's just a possibility how you can make money. Jenny, wonderful. Good morning. Welcome here on YouTube. Nice to have you here. So I know we have a lot of strategies. Paul has a strategy, for example. Jens has his own strategy. And if you go deeper and if you watch other guys, Mr. Alexander Elder, for example, then you will find online and with other people a lot of strategies, very interesting strategies, and most of them are really profitable. But if you, how should I say, if you ask really experienced traders, you can go to the history, 60 years, 90, 160, 100, 150 roundabout, all the really experienced traders and all the, how should I say, the successful traders around the world were always trend traders. But it's the hardest challenge ever. Or do you think this is really easy? For me as a private trader, because the guys, this is a real account. It's not a trading account. It's not a demo account. It's a real account. You really think this is easy? It's not. It's a simple strategy. But this challenge, this trading style is never easy, but it's the most profitable trading strategy ever. Because if you write the trend, you will never know how far the trend can go. So just let it go. And you will be surprised how much money you can make on the long run. Yeah. And I got so many emails from clients. They are working on this challenge. Yeah. Yesterday, I got an email from one of my students. He said he doubled his account just with small risk, but letting go. He doubled his account. Okay, it was not a 3,000, almost 4,000 euros, but he almost doubled his account during the last weeks. This is what we can do. And this is the way how we can change something in this world and how we can make this world to a better place. If we learn this system and if we can teach other people in this system. Okay, so what we have to do there? Nothing, just let it go. Yeah, the purple line means it's my soft stop. Yeah, just let it go. Let's go to the focus charts. And we start with a view at British Pound USD. So in British Pound USD, there's no valid trend for the moment because we had a trend break here, and now we have this. That's the 0.2 and this. So this is just 1, 2, but this is 3 with a question mark. To see a confirmation of this 0.3, we need a close below this last 0.2, and then we have a valid trend. Yeah. So actually, you know, NT, NT. What does it mean? No trade, no trend, no trade. That's easy. Rule number 1, you need a valid trend. So next one is Euro USD, focused chart also. So what do we have here? Actually, an old trend is this one. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's last point 2. That's the third trend arm. The best opportunity was here at the second trend arm. Unfortunately, I missed it. I was busy with other things, unfortunately. But it's a really seldom case, you know, this year, 2022 is just trading focus, but this was a kind of the data last year and the ECB rate decision. So, but I have so many other trades running. That's really cool. This is Euro USD. Actually, there is nothing to do. And you see, we are within the red zone. So the price is judged by fair price at the moment. Yeah. So then we have other focus charts, and they are also running trades. Yeah. So let's see. Let's start with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is also running trades. We are 5,000 pips of points in profit. That's really awesome. Yeah, the soft stop is in profit. We are really fine. And you see, this is the way how I trade. I cut the loss when I see my bus driver is drunk and he is not taking me in the right direction, but I get out, take the right bus, and this driver is really cool. Yeah, and he will, and actually I reached my destination already because I'm in profit. So how far can the trend go? I don't know. And I don't care about, I don't care. I don't know, maybe 100,000. I don't know. I don't care. Let's just let it go. Yeah, as long as we don't have a contrary signal, everything is fine. So just let it go. This is what I love. Okay. So next one is Dow Jones. Oh my gosh, 1,266 points in profit. Yeah. So what's happened? Yeah, second trend on. Just let it go. And finally, yesterday we had this lovely trend continuation. So now you see, I trailed my hard stop a bit in profit, worst case scenario, but the soft stop is at the last 0.3. So what can we do right now? Nothing, just let it go. Let it go. So then we have the DAX 40 in a 4-hourly chart. And by the way, yeah, this is still a trend, still an uptrend. Is this one? And it's the third trend arm, which is really interesting, you know. That was the green zone, very cheap price, and we hit the perfect point of control exactly, really punctually, I would say, pinpoint landing. So actually it's the third trend arm. And as you can see here a bit, there is a secondary trend. Yeah, it's a small correction. Now it's going up a bit. Maybe we reach the point of control again. So just let it go. Is there a contrary trend? No, not really. Not really. Everything is just for going up. Okay, so then let's go to what is there to? Yeah, it's gold. Oh my gosh, 1,250 pips in profit right now. That's really cool. Second trend arm, you see at the 0.2, and now just let it go. Just let it go. So the soft stop is at the last 0.3, which means we cannot lose that much money. The hard stop is just catastrophic worst case in case I'm falling from my chair or getting sick or had an accident or cannot be at the charts or something like this. Yeah, and the soft stop is the last 0.3 because in 4-hourly chart it's really easy. Yeah. So to increase your probabilities in your 4-hourly trends, do you analyze daily or weekly trends? So you have the major trends supporting your 4-hourly. This is a really interesting question. This is about do I have to consider the higher time frame to increase the probability? Your question shows me that you never never ever until today had a deeper insight about the question of time. But this is not your fault, Arturo. This is not your fault, because no one is teaching this, because it's logic. Therefore, if you want to go deeper, there is the masterclass online course on my homepage. But there's a quick answer. I show you something. I show you. So everything in trading starts in the order book. That's the so-called marketplace. Yeah. So buyers and sellers, that's the meeting point on the right side. So question for you and all the other guys. You see 3 rows, 3 columns: buyers, price, sellers. In a time and sales list, you see price, volume, and the time stamp. That's all. My question: do you see a time frame? Yes or no? Do you see a time frame in the order book? Just 1 hour chart, 1 hour, 4 hourly. Do you see a time frame? You can see a time stamp. Yeah. Do you see a time frame? Yes or no? Right. Of course not. No time frame. So we can check Forex charts too. For example, look, that's Forex charts. Do you see a time frame? No, of course not. So now the question: if there does not exist a time frame at all, which means there does not exist time at all, because the charts or stocks or exchange or trading, for example, never works with time, because the exchange isn't interesting in your time. Why should they interest? There's an opening and a close. Everything. What is happening in between? Who cares? So, very interesting question. If there does not exist a time frame at all, where does time frame come from? It's just an impulse to think about it. If there does not exist time at all in trading, just opening and close, in between that does not exist, the exchange, Forex markets are not interesting on time, where does time frame come from? And that's the question. So, and one further question: if there does not exist a time frame at all, why should I consider a big picture? Who says which time frame is a big picture? Who says that? That's logic. Think about it. And then you will find your answer. And that's the most important topic. Yeah. Just interesting question to think about it. So is there a specific time frame, or is there your time frame, or can you choose a time frame you think you can make money in? Think about it. It's really interesting topic. I love it, by the way. So you have to go deeper, much more deeper, if you want to become successful on the long run. Okay, so food for thought. Exactly. Thank you. Food for thought. I am quite sure you will busy a lot with this topic. I love it, by the way. Okay, so we have the focus charts. Yeah, I guess we have everything. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the running trades before we come to our rest of the running trades and the proposals for today. I have the question of today. Very incredible. Thanks, Nastia. So how many years of experience do you need for trading success? What do you think? More than 1 year, more than 7 years, or more than 10 years? How many years of experience do you need for trading success? 1, 7, or 10 years? What do you think? Let's go to the rest of the running trades. We start with Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We had a new top, actually a bit in correction. Everything is fine. So maybe if you see a trend continuation and we can trail the stop loss, then it's really cool. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, oh my gosh, just a small correction. And now actually this morning, price trying to go up again. Australian dollar, US dollar, same, running trade. Bitcoin, we talked about already. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we had now the next valid trend. And you see, we had a bit of losses. 1, 2 losses in a row. Now the trade is running, finally. And this is why I try to teach you never miss the entry. Even you cut the losses because your bus driver were drunk in the past. But sometimes there must be happen, this one. A trend continuation must happen, even the long or the short. Doesn't matter. One trend must continue. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So the long trend is still running, and we tried to hedge the position. The first one was a loss. The second one also a loss. I cut the loss. And now we did it again, because the point is this downtrend, it's still in a second trend arm. And we have to do it because we don't know which trend will continue. Finally, we don't know. So therefore I can see, okay, we are in. But the purple line means there I will cut the loss again. I don't know. So just let it go. Yeah. So there's an interesting time frames, depends from trading activities, more trades per actual time frame and so on. Yeah, but this is not the question. This is not the question. This is right, perfect. That you answer your words are right. But what wasn't the question? My question was, where does time frame come from? If there does not exist a time frame or time at all, where does time frame come from? This is a deep, deep question you should think about. And you know, time does not exist at all. And it does not mean just you can measure it with your watch, does not mean that time exists. Go deeper. It's really interesting. Swiss franc, Japanese, and oh, you don't have to agree with me, by the way. It's just, as Arturo said, food for your thoughts. Okay, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, going up. We are in. The short position was profitable trade. Now we have a long position. Just let it go. Dow Jones, we talked about already. Euro, Swiss franc. It's still the uptrend. And actually on the right side, there is not a valid downtrend for the moment. Just let it go. Gold we talked about, and Euro, Japanese yen. Actually, it seems that the correction comes to an end, but trading time comes from volume. Now, you should think about it. On YouTube, I saw the answer, trading time comes from volume. No, unfortunately, no. Time frame comes from our minds. It's getting hotter. It's getting hotter. Very cool. Very cool. You're on track, Rutger. You're really on track. So, but if this is true, the time frame comes from our minds. What does it mean for trading? Okay, I love this. I love this topic. But this is a topic I teach in the Master Online course. There you get the final answer. So if you will see a trend continuation with a clear close above the last 0.2 here, yeah, then we can trail the official stop loss at the 0.3 here. British pound, Australian dollar. I cut the long trade yesterday because we had a trend break at the last 0.3 here at this point. So I had to get my winner. It was a wonderful trade, a lovely trade. And which is the most important thing is we let the market decide how much money we will get. But on the other side, we took the second entry, we took the second trend arm, and we are in a profit right now. Yeah. So if you want, you can make partial profits, whatever there is, it's just on you. But that's what I try to teach you, let the market decide how much money you will get. Yeah. So New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, we are a bit in profit also. Point of control is far away, 0.87034. So, and for the future, you should invest in this point of control. Yeah, it's better than always to ask, by the way. Yeah, it should be worth for a long investment, by the way. US dollar, Canadian dollar, the long position is still running, but we are also in the short position because it's still the second trend arm. And even we had two shots. The first was a failure. I cut the loss. Second one, I cut the loss again, and now it's the third time. Yeah, so just let it go. We don't know which trend will continue. Just let it go. US dollar, Japanese yen, we are trying to continue this trend. We are lovely in profit. Cool. And finally, crude oil. Crude oil actually sees a kind of stabilization at the top. And yeah, there is nothing to do. Just let the market decide how much money you will get. Yeah. So, and I have one trading proposal for you today. This is Australian dollar, Swiss franc. So finally, we have a lovely uptrend. Actually, we see a bit of correction with one changing of the color. And you know, changing of the color means this is a trend arm. Yeah. So therefore, I set a pending order in case you will see the trend continuation. Could be possible because point of control is up. And don't miss the entry in the second trend arm. Yeah. This is what is really important. So question of today. How many years of experience do you need for trading success? Yeah. How many experience do you really need? There is no perfect answer. It's clear. The more experience you have, the better you are. But to become successful in trading, it's not a question of experience. It's just a question of strengthen, how strength you are. It's a question of your willingness, how willing you are to change yourself for trading, to accept the principles, to accept the inevitable thing that the market should decide how much money you will get. And this is the question. So if you ask me as kind of mentor, how much time do you need to become successful? I used to say at least 1 year. So for example, if you take a coach, or if you make an online course, 3 months roundabout to grab a bit of logic, to grab the basics of trading. And then in real trading, it starts getting experience with every trade to see different market situations. So I have I know, I make this job for 23 years right now, and I have the great opportunity to support people in their own trading. And it's always the same, round about 1 year, 3 months roundabout to grab the logic, to grab the basics, and then round about 1 year to getting experience with live trading. Yeah, but after 1 year, you should be able to make money in the long run. But it's not a question of experience, it's just a part. But it's a question of how strength you are, how willing you are to do what you have to do and to follow the law of probability, to stick to the rules under all circumstances. That's the more important questions. Yeah? And if you do this, then you have a chance to become successful. Yeah. In this case, thanks for listening. Thanks, Nastia. Thanks to Admirals that we can do this. We see each other tomorrow if you want. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules